What's the word on the 1999 Integra from Acura? We can sum up the Integra in two words: luxury and performance. It's the luxury of a standard 6-speaker CD music system, power moonroof, and dual airbags. It's the performance of a 170 horsepower VTEC charged all-aluminum engine and 4-wheel independent double wishbone suspension. Of course, with all of these features, it's no wonder automotive pundits have added a few words of their own. It's luxury, it's performance, it's all of the above. The 1999 Integra from Acura.
This is your captain speaking. We have just received clearance for departure.
It's an all-aluminum 16-valve engine
At this time, please stow all your personal belongings in the space
with a
provided.
double wishbone suspension that glides across the
Make
blacktop.
sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright and locked
It's
position.
an unrestricted round-trip ticket to anywhere. It's the Integra from Acura.
The Acura Integra Sports Coupe and Sports Sedan. Not since Hot Wheels have cars been this fun. Track sold separately. Now special lease rates are available on the Integra at your Tri-State Acura dealer.
Guys, it is Gray Italo here, and this is going to be the first in a new series on the channel, and this will be focused around the restoration of my new to me 2001 Acura Integra GSR. So I had a F-150 for several years, and before that a Ranger, both of which around the 70,000 mile mark. Just the brake systems, all components of the brake system, including emergency brake, pads, you know, the pistons within both of the front brakes, just started failing. And the more I researched that, the more I realized that seems to be a common thing with both the Ranger and the F-150. My foray into pickup trucks from at least Ford for now is done. I am back to my original first love of Honda, and very excited to have this Acura Integra here in the garage. So I'm going to take you around the car, show you what is wrong with it, and believe you me that there is much wrong with it. But hey, that's going to be the fun of it. I picked this up for a song. Somebody traded this in to get just a couple extra bucks towards the purchase of a new car. And basically it's wholesale price. They don't check it out, got it on the lot, they want to get rid of it as soon as they possibly can, and that's where I came in. So I've got this. It is a silver single owner GSR, 130,000 miles on it, and I got to tell you, I'm very excited to have a single owner GSR. It's hard to get these things without them being chopped to bits, you know. A lot of the import tuning stuff, which I am still very much a part of and big fan of, and was since, you know, mid-90s. That really did a number on a lot of these, in that you had a lot of guys with a little bit of time, a little bit of money, and, you know, they thought that they were going to go on the NYRA circuit. But just, you know, you see a lot of them with modifications that you wouldn't do yourself. Luckily, this is not one of those. This was a grocery getter, but unfortunately not much more of that in terms of the eyes of the previous owner, judging from the exterior. This car's been through a lot, but we're going to bring it back, and why don't you come with me and we'll take a look. Okay, so here we are. First up is this big old gash right here. So it may look like a bit of a streak, but it is very much an actual gash. I guess something just ran through that thing, you know, kind of sliced it right there. You can see right there that that's quite a bit of a gash. Down below, somebody hit something, I'm telling you. So this whole front bumper, perhaps front clip, may be gone very soon. I'm thinking about a Type R front end conversion, but we will see. And then also right here, I've never seen flaking like this, especially on the side mirror area. The areas in which there's damage, no paint, neglect are, yeah, unique. Some typical problem areas, but more so just I think this is due to, I don't know, you know, perhaps just leaving it outdoors all the time in one spot and the sun just collected in certain areas. Or you had just a little nick, you know, and then eventually they tried to do it themselves and fix it, and then that paint came off. You just don't know. I'm guessing at this point, but alas. Let's go down to the wheels. This is not the worst one, and so, you know, that's saying a little bit. Yeah. Little rough right there, one could say, right? So yes, just as I was filming this rim, I saw that they have lug nut locks. So when I picked up this car, it was at night, had to make an offer right then and there in order to get this and beat the 40 other people that wanted it in the area. So took a break here and thought, man, I'm in kind of some deep doo-doo if I don't have that key. So anyways, I found it in the trunk among some other new discoveries that I will show you. So all around the body, there's not that many small dings. I mean, let me show you, there's kind of like a little one right here. Really the doors are okay. I'm going to have to replace this trim. You can see right there some indentations just from opening it into poles. Whoever drove this was not a good driver. I'll just say that. As you can see, a fair amount of parallel parking has really taken its toll on these rims. I may keep these just as winter wheels. I'm gonna get some something, perhaps some spoons on there. Or something from Volk. I haven't quite decided yet. Right here we've got some clear coat coming off. It's always fun, right? So I'm gonna have to, you know, spot wet sand that down. Go ahead and spot spray some new clear coat. So I've been doing paint and body work for quite a long time on my own now, so it's not really going to be a challenge. It's just going to be extra work per se. Got a nice kind of double ding right there. It's almost looked like the corner of other car doors when they, boom, come in, they make a little indentation and they scratch as they just go a little bit further. No antenna, which the motor runs near constantly to try to push up when you start the car. Down here, of course, to be expected on this car, type of driving it looks to have been through for many years. The corner all jacked up but not cracked. Not too bad around here except for that one dent you just saw. Let me come down here. That is not a crack. So that's just kind of some, God, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Exhaust. That'll be gone soon. That'll be gone soon. And pop, there we go. There it is. That's the crack. So I'm not really wanting to, you know, bondo that and fix it. I'm just gonna get rid of this rear bumper too. Get something new. Oh, that's always fun right there. Look how beautiful that is. Is that kind of like a Rorschach test bumper? Why don't we call it that? And then, oh, that's beautiful right there. Yeah, right. Anyways, we'll get that. But check out this. This is all over the car. And you may think that these are, you know, some kind of weird rock chips, but they're on top of the car, right? You might see that on the front bumper, but these are on the top of the car. That is bird doo-doo that has sat on here for a long time. You can see whoever was washing this car, I mean, must have used like a Brillo pad to dry it. But anyways, yes, this will come off. I have already taken one of these off. There is still clear coat on 99% of this car. So I'm going to go ahead and do a paint correction and see what we can get. Nice to see they left their permit for me in case I ever go visit them. Just kidding, I don't know who they are. And that's going to come off very soon. Probably the best wheel out of the bunch. Again, not saying much. It's tied with that upper front one, I suppose. It's in the running. All mismatched tires. Got Falcon over here. And No Name on the other side. More bird droppings. More bird droppings. I mean, you can see it so distinctly, you know? You can see it so distinctly. And here's a good example. So this is one that I just rubbed out with a dirty old rag and a little bit of water. And that is one of the untouched spots. Sunroof is in good condition, especially the trim. So, not too bad. However, let's come over here. Got a little kind of like a, I wouldn't say a gap per se, but somebody definitely, I don't know, try to crowbar that or you know, Jimmy bar that. Whether they're trying to get their own keys out or is somebody else. And you can just see how dry that is. I mean, here, let's see if we can hear it when I run my finger up. Yeah, car's coming by. Let's wait a second here. Yeah, man. Feels almost like sandpaper. Again, the door in pretty darn good shape, man. I'm really, really glad about that. And that was something that I really took into account when I put an offer in on this thing on the spot. I don't have some giant, god-awful monstrosity of a door that I got to deal with. Again, with the mirrors. I don't get it, man. I really don't. If you guys have seen this before, let me know. Leave a comment. But, yeah, quite an odd spot for it to be on both sides of the car. But again, the door, I'm stoked. Yeah, more nastiness. Look at that curb rash. That's not even curb rash. That's like curb annihilation, man. And let's see, what tire is this? Let's see if we can find out. Saloon. I've never even heard of that. That's something else, man. Got a smorgasbord of tires. And down here, not as bad as the other side, on the driver's side. Got some more paint damage, but this front bumper's gone. I will donate this to somebody locally that's looking to get an Integra going. Hood is not that bad. I mean, yeah, it's in bad condition in terms of it. I don't think this person ever even heard of wax. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do my own little basic inspection today. You know, check the blinkers, you know, check the horns, and, you know, just go through the engine bay. Make sure there's nothing, you know, simple and basic that I get tripped up on when I take it to the place that I take my vehicles to get inspected. You can see me in the mirror there. It is over 100 degrees today, and it's only about 10:30 in the morning, so... yeah, I'm dressed like I'm going to the beach, but really I'm just here in the garage, and I'll be in the driveway in a little bit. So that does it for the exterior. Nothing real major outside of those things to report. Yes, about does her. And what I'm going to go ahead and do now is probably take this out into the driveway, and then I'll give you a little tour, quote-unquote, of the interior, which has some, well, we'll put it this way, interesting little things to discover. See you in a bit. Yeah, just the pillar of cleanliness If cleanliness is next to godliness, what do you think this is? What would we call this? Some kind of plastic bag over here of stuff. Oh! What do you know? What a little discovery. Yeah. Alright. How about that? Spare parts, huh? Spare parts. That's hilarious. Wow, that's funny. Let's just shove it underneath the rear cover, huh? Let's see what else we got underneath here. Okay. Got our jack just kind of slinging around underneath here. Yeah, no water damage. I mean, it's been a whoo, excuse me. Yeah, that's how dusty it is in here. Got the spare. Looking pretty crusty, but not too bad. And yeah, this I ran a Carfax report on it. Dealership ran one for me too, complimentary. And yeah, no accidents, no problemos in terms of that. Let's see it here. Just by looking, right? Not too bad. Let's take a little closer look. Okay, so they have these kind of janky, loose fitting covers on both of the seats. They slide around. I really don't think that they're meant for this particular car, but once I took a little closer look, check this out. Look how burned up that is. That is crazy, right? That is charred like a chicken wing off the barbecue, man. Man, that is just, it's just the car's telling me a story right now, and I don't know that all of it's very happy, but it's in good hands now. Oh, and let's take a look on the driver's side. See that steering wheel? You might think that's kind of green or grayed out. That thing is a dusty, dry, I mean, just not an ounce of treatment on that over the years. So let's go take a look. Oh, by the way, this lock, woo, man, I mean, it's... Just play all around. Eventually you can get it kind of freaking open, man. Alright, here we are. Take a look at the door trim. Not too bad, considering the rest of the car. No mold in here. That's very important. Wasn't going to want to deal with that. Look how worn off that shift knob is. That's crazy, huh? And then over here, center console. A little janky. Still works, still attached. Gonna replace that. The seat cover here. Look at, check this out. If I can get this freaking thing off. Look at that. Man, I'm telling you, that leather has seen better days. And then here's that steering wheel. I'll just give you an idea, right? Here's my fingernail. Look at that. Man. Whew, that is dry. Man, great googly moogly. Cluster all intact. Center console. You know, we got our AC blows cold. Everything's good with that. You know, functionally, car pulls very hard, very smooth. Clutch feels good. Tranny's nice. Yeah. See the dash, for what I think happened to this car, which is just being left out all the time. Not too bad. It's a testament to Honda's quality. Let's see if we can take a look at the headliner. Yeah, not bad up there either. Right. And then check this out. I'm going to show you guys this. There we go. Next service due. June 26, 2014. 127,000 miles. It's at 132 right now. And it is August 2016. That's funny, man. I'll be doing an oil change, spark plug change, all that stuff immediately. Okay, so the rear Here we are, looking out. So, leather's in pretty good condition. Again, considering I'll be conditioning that real soon. And, oh, found something else. What do we got here? Car charger. All right, nice of them to leave that for me. Oh, man. Okay, guys, that does it for the interior. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing, just try to blast it down and wash it as best I can. Just purging this right now, and I'm going to go ahead and fire up the pressure washer, start spraying this bad boy down. So I have the initial wash down, spray down, just get all that crud off session done, complete, booked in the bag, and now I'm going to go ahead and snow foam it, give it a proper wash, use plenty of lubrication, but really, I mean, I'm just going for an initial kind of de-crud right here because I am going to do a full paint correction in the coming week here. So right now, I'm just looking to get as much off the surface as I can, expose whatever, you know, paint deficiencies might have been there that I didn't see initially in the garage. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the snow foam cannon loaded up and spray her down. Alright guys, so about the snow foam, the Integra, and what I'm using is this Chemical Guys snow foam cannon. So just give it a little shake. Got Meguiar's Gold Class in here, about 1.5 ounces, and then warm water. Turn it upside down a couple times, get it going. Nice and sudsy in there. Let's get started. So the initial wash is done, sprayed off the soap. Now what I'm going to do is dry the car, and I use a Toro yard blower. So I don't actually get out a big old towel, wipe it down. You're only going to further mar and scratch and damage the paint. And considering the clear coat, we don't know quite how thick it is and how much there is left of it at this point. I'm going to be extra careful. So you'll see me with the blower. I use this on all my vehicles after I wash them. That way I'm not marring again or damaging the surface any further. Let's go ahead and blow it off and get her dry. Alright guys, got the crazy hair going on right now. It's easily 105, getting up to 110 degrees here on the East Coast. So, I mean, it's a hot one. I'm in the garage, so I got the fans going. I'm not under the sun, but it is blazing hot. So, forgive the appearance. I'm looking rather haggardly. But what I was able to do was go over the car and just, you know, make sure that the basic inspection points would be covered in terms of brake pad wear, you know, blinkers, headlights, taillights, you know, make sure that the doors and the locks are all operational as they should be. Took a look under the hood again, and yeah, I doubt that engine bay has ever been cleaned. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you guys what I did with the driver's side door here in terms of cleaning it and getting some UV protectant, just some nice quality product on it, and then I'll be showing you how I do that on the passenger side door. So let's flip down here real quick. Okay, you can see that this door is quite a bit more dull. That sheen is definitely not there. I have not treated this one yet, and you can see, look at that door seal right there. Look how grayed out and thirsty that is. Man, oh man. See what the door jam's looking like. Yeah, definitely some crud down here. That's what I got rid of on the other side. And as far as the actual body door jamb, quite a bit of dirt and grime. And we'll go all the way through here, clean that out. And then as far as how this one's like, this is not as bad. Of course, to be expected, this is the passenger side, and you don't have somebody daily driving it with their makeup or sunblock or what have you getting on the door, sweat, you know. God knows what else was on this car. And then not as bad where the feet are. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get that armor all back out, and then we may switch to Meguiar's or the VRP in case that runs out. What's up, guys? Got the tripod on the dashboard. It's kind of the only spot I can use right now, but kind of show you how I'm doing this door. And then I just kind of run along the seal trim up here. Just start to kind of bring it back to life. This is so thirsty that I can see the product disappearing right into it, but you know, you don't really have to break your arm, don't have to get a workout doing this. And then right here you can kind of see the crevices. Just take one finger and kind of push it in there and run it back and forth. That way you're not just getting the obvious apparent surface area, but the crease as well. So that's always good to keep in mind. Apply product pretty liberally depending on your application. And here we absolutely need a lot. Get in on this door a little bit more. And one thing we're doing too is we're kind of cleaning the door. I did give it a bit of a simple green wipe down, but what we're doing now is also by switching rags fairly often, going ahead and removing any kind of caked up nastiness that might be on there. Just following those trim lines. If you see any problem areas, feel free to just get in there and kind of, you know, get a little bit more aggressive with it, just as I did right here with a few couple kind of just light spots of some kind of who knows what. And you'll start to see that kind of deep luster return as you go over the door more and more. Always got people going through the neighborhood at like 45, 50 miles an hour on a 25 mile an hour road. That's what you might be hearing in the background. Oh man, this is just looking a million times better. And pretty stoked on that. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on the jams. I'll be back in a bit. Show you all the results. Nice sheen. Drank it right up. You can take a look, see right there. And then, yeah, not as much gray, not nearly as much grayed out rubber now. Nice clean door jamb. Clean up through here. Clean up through there. And down here, still got some stubborn debris right there. I have to let that soak with some Simple Green or something. And was also able to get the dash pretty nicely. Center console area. A nice sheen right about there. So you can see, I mean, the lighting's not the greatest, but yeah, that is much better than it was. And I went ahead and got all the plastic that's a little bit hard to get to as well, crawled in there. So that does it for this side, and now I will be doing the inside of the windows with the Armor All glass cleaner, and then moving on to vacuuming down in here. Okay, so one last clip here before I kind of call it a day. Just want to show you the engine bay. I do not believe that this has ever been kind of looked after or cleaned. You can see the valve cover is kind of suffering from some peeling there. Things are pretty grody and grimy. Not the worst, I mean, I've ever seen, but could definitely use some TLC. And then you can see right there, yeah, missing the cap. Gonna need to get that soon. So anyways, that about does it for today. Got inside, did a little tour, did a wash, you know, some detailing to the plastic, vinyl, and rubber. So yeah, I think that's about it. I am ready for a cold drink. So guys, hope you take care, and I'll be back in touch again soon with the next step in the restoration.